NOAA's 34th annual State of the Climate report showed.
Oh, that is not what we wanted to bring you. This is Weijia Zhang.
Vice President Harris vowed to fight for the future.
I know there are people of various political views watching tonight. I promise to be a president for all Americans.
Yeah.
Harris laid out the case against former President Donald Trump, arguing that he's a threat at home and abroad.
I will not cozy up to tyrants and dictators like Kim Jong-un who are rooting for Trump because, you know, they know he is easy to manipulate with flattery and favors.
Harris is expected to be back on the campaign trail next week. CBS News contributor George Payne.
What she needs to do going forward is she needs to think about what does she want to do in terms of building a winning coalition. Does she look like a 2008, 2012 Barack Obama coalition, which is more reliant on voters of color, African-American voters, young voters?
Former President Trump will make another campaign stop in battleground Arizona today.
When we win this November, we will end the Kamala Harris border nightmare once and for all.
At the northern border, it'll be a while before Canadian freight trains resume shipments into the U.S. after a labor dispute. CBS's Chris Mavridis from Toronto.
Even though workers were only locked out for the day, getting back up and running could take until next week. Most controllers won't return to their stations until at least the weekend. That means most freight trains won't be ready to roll out until Monday, the earliest.
A new once-a-day pill could turn the temperature down for millions of women going through menopause. Medical contributor Dr. Celine Gounder.
The new menopause medication called elezanitant appears to reduce the frequency and severity of hot flashes and also improves sleep disturbances related to menopause.
The FDA approved a similar drug last year called Veoza. Prosecutors in Nevada cross-examined former Nevada politician Robert Tellis, who's on trial in the stabbing death of Las Vegas Review-Journal reporter Jeff Gehrman.
How in the world does your DNA get underneath Mr. Gehrman's fingernails?
I don't know because I did not kill Mr. Gruden.
Tellis claims he was framed and the evidence planted. Gehrman wrote articles critical of Tellis' conduct. S&P futures up 30. This is CBS News.
Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Hey.
It's common knowledge that after age 30, our metabolism changes.
I'm Chuck Norris. I tried everything. Working with a team of health experts, we came up with Morning Kick.
Morning Kick has probiotics to help you lose weight, prebiotics for digestion, and powerful anti-aging supplements. Go to roundhouseprovisions.com, use code SAVE, or text SAVE to 511-511 and claim 40% off. SAVE to 511-511.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Tax fees may apply.
It's summer in Britain, and the crimes are just getting started. Found on the body, stream the best of British crime drama, only on BritBox. Don't miss new seasons of acclaimed series like Blue Lights, which Time Out calls Belfast's answer to The Wire. And The Responder, starring Martin Freeman in his international Emmy Award-winning role.
I can feel it. I'm going to shock.
Stream the best of British crime drama on BritBox.
Well, this is why I want to be a detective.
Watch with a free trial today.
There's no sign things will be cooling off around here.
Worldwide temperatures and the gases that make our planet so warm are both at record levels. NOAA's 34th annual State of the Climate report shows 2023 was the warmest year since the Industrial Revolution, beating the previous record in 2016. There's also a record concentration of greenhouse gases worldwide. This is all contributing to record-breaking heat waves on land, warming in the ocean, stronger hurricanes, and melting at the poles. The report is based on peer-reviewed work of nearly 600 scientists in 60 countries. Dave Malkoff, CBS News, Atlanta.
A pronunciation lesson at the DNC from Vice President Harris' grandnieces, one 6 years old, the other 8.
First you say comma like a comma in a sentence. Then you say la like la 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 la.
Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Hey, Montgomery Prattville, if you want a nicer, newer car you can afford, go for the gold during my old car relay. Matt Horsley here from Budget Car and Truck Sales. If your old ride's a loser, hand it off to us. I'll give you up to $4 more than Kelly Blue Book value, based on the price of the car you pick. Here at Budget Car and Truck Sales, we're focused on affordability. My Dream Team solution specialists hustle hard to help you find a car you'll love. for a monthly payment that fits your budget with the banks and the credit unions that want to say yes. That's yes, yes, yes. Plus, this month, you can get way more than your old ride's worth during my old car relay. Get in the game and hand off your old ride, because you can get up to $4,000 more than Kelly Blue Book based on the price of the car you pick. With the banks and the credit unions that want to say yes. That's yes, yes, yes. But hurry, this race is on, and the deal won't last long. I'm Matt Parsley. I'm your dealer for the people. See all of these gold medal worthy rides at budgetsays.yes.com. That's budgetsays.yes.com. Call 334-244-9777.
Getting quality employees to fill positions in your company is essential, but finding those people can be a major hassle, unless you use ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter makes finding quality people a breeze. And right now you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. With ZipRecruiter, one click sends your job to hundreds of top job sites. But more than that, ZipRecruiter's advanced technology identifies the candidates with the skills you need, sends you a list of great matches to review, then actively invites them to apply for your job. And the results speak for themselves. 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's right, the first day. Now you can focus on your business and let ZipRecruiter do the work finding the best people for you. See for yourself. Experience the ease, efficiency, and power of ZipRecruiter for free. Just go to ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Sneezing, coughing, stuffy nose, runny nose, loose nasal drip, interrupted sleeping. I was groggy at the end of the day.
Allergies and sinus congestion were making Jana miserable. Then, a friend recommended Navage. Navage provides immediate drug-free congestion relief, flushing your nasal passages with refreshing saline and sucking out mucus, germs, and other airborne irritants. Navage helps you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel your best right away.
Navage gave me instant relief. I didn't have to wait 30 minutes. I didn't have to wait an hour, 90 minutes. I didn't have to wait a minute. I ran the rinse and I felt better.
Stop suffering from congestion and start breathing and feeling your best again with Navage. Navage.
I've had people ask me how I find relief, and I tell them Navage immediately. This thing is amazing.
Navage is available at Navage.com or at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, and Rite Aid.
Join Sean Hannity Sundays at 3 p.m. for the Encore Show.
Chinese, the Russians don't fear Joe Biden.
On News Radio 1440. Your WSFA First Alert Weather Forecast on News Radio 1440.
Sponsored by the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation. The Crohn's and Colitis Foundation has been at the forefront of inflammatory bowel disease research and care for over 50 years. Learn more about research, education, and support at Crohn'sColitisFoundation.org.
Fair conditions to start off our Friday gives way to a warm afternoon under lots of sunshine. Highs will top out in the low 90s. Winds will be on the east around 5 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly clear. Lows will be around 70 degrees. Saturday and Sunday both feature sunshine with some clouds. Highs will be in the mid to low 90s with overnight lows around 70. We're tracking a major warm-up, upper 90s for highs next week. And that's your First Alert forecast. I'm WSFA meteorologist Nick Gunter on News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive. Family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. The 7 o'clock hour kicks off with pretty good news. No major problems or accidents have been reported recently that would send you on an alternate route. We still have an issue, though, northbound on 85 at the Tallahassee exit. We've got an 18-wheeler blocking one lane of traffic, so traffic is backed up almost to shorter. So prepare for this 85 northbound over mile marker 26. Also look for an accident 3800 block of East Boulevard there near Stivers. The lowest tax rates in Alabama are at McKinnon Toyota. They got a great supply of Tundras and Tacomas. Financing is low as 1.99% on select Toyotas. It's worth the drive. McKinnon Toyota exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Buckle up. It's the law for Montgomery Skywatch traffic. This is Major Delay.
Good morning, I'm Judd Davis. Here's what's happening in the news on this Friday. A Tallahassee High School student is accused of pulling out a gun just outside the school. Police say it started with a case of road rage. The student was taken into custody and charged with possession of a deadly weapon on school grounds. Some good news for a Mountain Brook teenager. She should be home soon. Lulu Griffin spent time in several hospitals after being attacked by a shark in June off the coast of Florida. City leaders are planning a welcome home celebration for her on Saturday. Tonight, WSFA 12 News kicks off our first edition of Friday Night Football Fever. We'll highlight some games all over our viewing area. Our game of the week will be Catholic at St. James. We'll have a special 30-minute pregame show at 6:30 on WSFA 12 News. Then the Catholic broadcast team will broadcast the entire game live on WSFA 12 News tonight, starting at 7.
Summer's here. Temperatures are soaring, and unfortunately, so is the risk of developing skin cancer. The sun's harmful ultraviolet rays can damage your skin if it's not protected properly. So when you're out in the sun this summer, make sure to wear your protective clothing, like hats and long sleeves, and repeatedly reapply sunscreen.
This is State Health Officer Dr. Scott Harris. For more information, visit our website, www.alabamapublichealth.gov.
My muscles ached. I was tired all the time.
My son had a full-blown asthma attack. It came out of nowhere.
The unsettling thing about some symptoms is
I had a fever and these terrible headaches.
you don't always know what's causing them.
It was Lyme disease from a tick bite.
I had West Nile virus from a mosquito.
He had a reaction to cockroach allergens.
Threats to your health can come from unexpected places. Get the facts. Visit pestworld.org. A public service message from the National Pest Management Association.
Hi, I'm Dr. Anita Chandra with today's tip for kids from the American Academy of Pediatrics. As a parent, you are your child's first teacher. Like all students, kids will make mistakes. Your goal is to encourage the behavior you want to see, set clear expectations, reward good behavior, and withdraw privileges when needed. What doesn't work is spanking. It only increases the risk your child will be aggressive. For more strategies on child behavior, talk with your pediatrician or visit healthychildren.org. Hi, I'm Dr. Anita Chandra with today's tip for kids from the American Academy of Pediatrics. Bedtime is a special time of day, a moment to connect with your child before going to sleep. After your child has brushed her teeth, read a book together or talk a little about your day. And of course, tell her you love her. Having a routine every night helps your child structure her day, feel safe, and develop good sleep habits. Relationships matter. For more, talk with your pediatrician and visit healthychildren.org.
He's smart, witty, and fast on the draw. It's Mark Levin this afternoon at 5 p.m. on News Radio 1440.
I was talking about you.
Reset. Refocus on your day. The moment where you take a deep breath and change the focus from the problem to the problem solver. This is Decisions with Kevin Elkins.
And good morning, Montgomery, Alabama. It's time to rise and shadow down there, talk to a liberal. I got caught up, forgot what time it was. Good morning to you. I'm Kevin Elkins, and this is News Radio 1440 on your AM dial. Our newsradio1440.com, or News Radio 1440 on our app, which is free. Go to the App Store, Apple or Android. Not a problem. It is time for our daily bread, a word from on high, something that'll change your perspective. I'll give you another one. I'll give you a new one. Either way, though, it's good for the soul. Good morning to you. It is August the 23rd, 2024. Today's daily bread is simply entitled A Repentant Heart. Our scripture insight today comes from Jeremiah 4, 1 through 4. And Jeremiah 4 and 1 reads, If you, Israel, will return, then return to me, declares the Lord. Govern yourselves accordingly. And again, it is August the 23rd. It is a day that has never been, and it is a day that shall never, ever be again. It is a once in a lifetime deal, and once it's over, you don't get a do-over. You don't get it back. You don't get to summon it from the past. You don't get to come back and do all the things that you ought to do this day that you don't. And more importantly, you don't get a chance to come back and undo the things that you do. So whatever it is that you do with this day, make sure that if tomorrow should be, you will be proud of what you have done. If you've lived a while, you've seen, you've heard many, many yesterdays. And if we are blessed and given the grace, the love, and the courage of God, and the charity of God, we may, I am not sure, but we may see some tomorrows. And if tomorrow should never be, then it is this day. That is the first day of the rest of our lives. What are we going to do with it? Well, do what you can, for whom you can, for as long as you can, while you can. Because somewhere along the way, somebody did the same for you. They gave you a helping hand, a shoulder to lean on, a heart that cared, a hand to hold you so you wouldn't fall. We can do no less. Benjamin Elijah May said, whatever we do in life, we should do it so well, no man living, no man dead, no man yet to be born can do it any better. And I say that is the standard by which you live life, you'll always be successful. Oh, you'll fail at a thing or two, we all do. But you'll never be a failure until you quit. We say give out if you must, rest if you can, but you never quit. You never give up. My mother said nothing beats a failure but a try. MLK said, if you cannot run, walk. And if you cannot walk, crawl. But whatever you do, whatever it is, keep moving forward. Never, ever give up. Because quitters will never win. And while winners may lose every once in a while, they never quit. So don't you. And no matter what happens this day, remember this. I know things may get rough some days, but it is still, amongst all the days of our lives, it is still a great day to be alive. Good morning to you. It's time to rise and shine. I'm glad about that, aren't you? Amen.
South African pastor heals people by farting on their faces. Meet Pastor Christ Penelope, Minister of the Sevenfold Holy Spirit Ministries, and here he is doing what he does best. Believe it or not, he's so popular for his fart healing that he actually has a waiting list that can go for months. Some people even collect his farts in jars to use at a later date. It's like having a spare Z-pack. It's like if a make elixir was a fart.
The mouth speaks what the heart is full of. That's why Jeremiah goes on to encourage those who would listen to break up the unplowed ground of their heart, and not so about the thorns. Sadly, like so many people, my friend didn't heed sound biblical counsel and consequently lost his marriage. Then he sinned. He must confess and turn from it. God doesn't want empty promises. He desires a life that's truly aligned with Him. Today's Our Daily Bread devotional scripture reading is from Jeremiah chapter 4, verses 1 through 4. If you, Israel, will return, then
of my sight, and no longer go astray. And if in a truthful, just, and righteous way you swear, as surely as the Lord lives, then the nations will invoke blessings by him, and in him they will boast. This is what the Lord says to the people of Judah and to Jerusalem. Break up your unplowed ground, and do not sow among thorns. Circumcise yourselves to the Lord. Circumcise your hearts, you people of Judah and inhabitants of Jerusalem, or my wrath will flare up and burn like fire because of the evil you have done. Burn with no one to quench it. Now let's pray. Heavenly Father, help us to walk in your wisdom. And when we fail and when we sin, may we humbly and genuinely repent from it and seek to restore what we've broken. Thank you, Lord, for your grace and your mercy when we fail to live up to what we profess. And it's in Jesus' name that we pray. Amen. Thanks for listening today. My name is Wes Ward, and today's encouragement was provided by Our Daily Bread Ministries.
And now we pay homage to all of our armed forces of the United States of America, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, and Space Force. I haven't quite figured out what Space Force does, but they're part of the family. We're not going to open the door all the way yet. Okay, I'm just saying. And good morning to all the folks that are up this time of morning like me, ready to go to work, all motivated, thankful to still be alive. And good morning to the Montgomery Sanitation Department. My buddies are always out there. They come to work for I do. Also, the Montgomery Maintenance Department. Good morning, guys. And to the guys on the old, I call them trucks. I call them chain gang trucks. They look like chain gang trucks. I don't care what anybody says, but hey, they like them. That's good. That's all that matters. If they're not complaining, who am I to complain, right? I feel you on that one. Okay? Good morning to the police chief, who I'm still waiting to get a call back from Montgomery. Also, good morning to the sheriff, Cunningham. Good morning, sir. Good morning to the mayor. Is you back yet? I probably had to sleep over last night in Chicago. Yeah, we need to talk a little bit more about that city county personnel board too. We need to have a little conversation about that. And about my sugar tax. I know people are saying, well, yeah, but everything you have has sugar in it just about. Now, I didn't think about that. I didn't. I must admit to you, it slipped my mind. So we're going to call it a junk food tax. You don't need junk food like potato chips, soda pop, candy bars. We call it a junk food tax. Yeah, I can live with that. Make that $20 million off the junk food tax. Okay, now the question is, what is junk food? Junk food is stuff that you eat that you really don't need, like Twinkies, apple pie, now not an apple pie that your mama baked for you, but an apple pie that you go to the store and buy it in that little bitty box. I'm not sure those are apples anyway. Okay, so city council, let's get to work on that. I'll let y'all describe what junk food is, okay? I know what it is. Anything that's in the front of the door when you go in there, because that's the stuff that they know you don't need, but we're trying to get you to buy it. So let's tax the hell out of that. I'm just saying. Soda pop, we don't need soda pop. Beer, you don't need beer, okay? What else that you don't need that we always buy? We don't really need coffee. Coffee is just something that we think we need. Hey, we can raise $20 million just on coffee. Not the coffee in the can, but the coffee that that's already, like McDonald's or Starbucks sell. Listen, you guys are willing to pay $5 for a cup of coffee. What's an extra quarter? Come on, man. Let's stop raising my business tax. Oh, and here's one. Here is one. Yes. We need an additional alcohol tax. That's right. An alcohol tax. Okay. Put an extra, like put 50 cents on a can of beer. Okay, 50 cents may be a little too high. So let's put like 20 cents on a can of beer. Each can. So let's say beer come in like 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Although don't beer come in 8? Don't beer come in 8 things? Don't they come in 8 things to a thing? I don't know what it comes to. It's either 6 or 8. But that's it. So that's like $1 per 6 beers, or $1.20. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, that's cool. They won't even notice it. And after a while, they forget it's on there anyway. Okay, let's raise the $20 million of that, Mr. City Council people. Stop trying to stick it to the little guy. Okay, stick it to the little guy that's not so bright. He wants to go out and drink all that beer, smoke all them cigarettes. And listen, let's start taxing marijuana. I don't know why you act like people ain't smoking it. We smoking the hell out of it. So, okay, not we, because I never smoked it, but I'm just saying. So you might want to tax marijuana. Okay, let's tax that and we'll be all right. Okay, tax that like $1 a puff. Okay, all right. And here's something. Wait a minute. Let's tax toilet paper. Everybody uses it. Although I will admit to you, there's some people I think don't. Okay, but everybody needs toilet paper. So what we can do then is, if you run out of it, well, just get your newspaper. Feels about the same anyway. Okay, so now I've come up with a lot of ways to raise taxes this morning without raising taxes on the business people, okay? I'm just saying. Now, I got to take a break. When we come back, let me see who this is. I got to play my audio thing today. Who's this? Yes. About what? No, wait a minute. I don't want to pay more for a business license, and then all that's going to happen is that the business people are going to incorporate the cost of that license, depending on how much you're paying, into their goods and services. I'm with you, but they still but the mayor wants to raise $20 million. I'm thinking then raise the $20 million. Yeah. Right. But I'm just yeah. Well, because he's a Democrat, I think I think he's a delegate. I think, and that's where they all get together and kiss each other's butt, and and do all kinds of things, and and when I say all kinds of things, I mean all kinds of things. But yeah. That's a whole nother conversation. I see. Let me take one more, then I can take my break. Then I come back with my audio piece. Good morning. Okay, then. I appreciate that. We'll be back.
FA First Alert Weather Forecast on News Radio 1440.
Sponsored by Positive Coaching Alliance. Got issues with youth or high school sports? Positive Coaching Alliance can help. PCA, a national nonprofit, offers more than 1,000 free online resources for youth and high school sports coaches, parents, students, and administrators. Visit PCADevZone.org.
Fair conditions to start off our Friday gives way to a warm afternoon under lots of sunshine. Highs will top out in the low 90s. Winds will be on the east around 5 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly clear. Lows will be around 70 degrees. Saturday and Sunday both feature sunshine with some clouds. Highs will be in the mid to low 90s with overnight lows around 70. We're tracking a major warm-up upper 90s for highs next week. And that's your First Alert forecast. I'm WSFA meteorologist Nick Gunter on News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Still got trouble on 85 northbound over the Tallahassee exit, Highway 229. Got one lane. I think the left lane is blocked due to an 18-wheeler accident. The traffic is backed up heading northbound on 85 just before you get to the Tallahassee exit, mile marker 26. Outside of that, we're looking pretty good. No other big backups or slowdowns or accidents have been reported that would send you on an alternate route. It's back to school time at Midtown Plaza, and after shopping Verizon and the many other stores, you can eat at Food and Garden, American Deli, or Yummy Yak. Midtown Plaza and Street off of I-85 are great for Clinton and Company development. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
Hey, Montgomery Prattville, if you want a nicer, newer car you can afford, go for the Gold During My Old Car Relay. Matt Parsley here from Budget Car and Truck Sales. If your old ride's a loser, hand it off to us. I'll give you up to $4,000 more than Kelly Blue Book value, based on the price of the car you pick. Here at Budget Car and Truck Sales, we're focused on affordability. My Dream Team solution specialists hustle hard to help you find a car you'll love for a monthly payment that fits your budget, with the banks and the credit unions that want to say yes. That's yes, yes, yes. Plus, this month, you can get way more than your old ride's worth during my old car relay. Get in the game and hand off your old ride, because you can get up to $4,000 more than Kelly Blue Book, based on the price of the car you pick, with the banks and the credit unions that want to say yes. That's yes, yes, yes. But hurry, this race is on, and the deal won't last long. I'm Matt Parsley. I'm your dealer for the people. See all these gold medal worthy rides at budgetsays.yes.com. That's budgetsays.yes.com. Call 334-244-9777.
My name is Dale Pazinski, and this is how I live United. I volunteer with United Way, helping the homeless in my community by teaching computer skills and helping them build a basic resume to save them their very own USB drive. It's huge when somebody says, "Hey man, that job that you helped me apply for, I got it." My name is Dale Pazinski. I help people achieve financial independence. So I don't just wear the shirt, I live it.
Give, advocate, volunteer. Live United. Go to liveunited.org. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
For most of Alabama, ticks and mosquitoes are more abundant from late spring to early fall. If you spend time outdoors or have pets that go outside, you need to be aware of the diseases they can carry to help protect yourself and your family. Prevention is key in safeguarding against tick and mosquito-borne diseases. For more information and tips on how to protect you and your family from these pests, visit our website at alabamapublichealth.gov. Again, visit our website at alabamapublichealth.gov.
Rabies is a viral disease that can infect all mammals, including humans. This is State Public Health Veterinarian Dr. D. Jones. Protect yourself, your family, and your pet, not just by staying away from wild animals that often carry the virus, but also by getting your pets vaccinated. Raccoons and bats are the most common carriers of the rabies virus. Your first reaction may be to approach a strange acting or injured animal, but oftentimes people are bitten or scratched while trying to help these animals. The best approach may be to contact your local animal control officers. If you are bitten or scratched by an animal, you should seek medical attention immediately. Although rabies is 100% fatal, it is also 100% preventable.
This is State Health Officer Dr. Scott Harris. For more information, visit our website, www.alabamapublichealth.gov.
Don't miss Sean Hannity.
Biden incoherently adheres
Live this afternoon at 2 p.m. on News Radio.
Okay, on Fridays and Mondays, I try to leave you guys with a little bit of motivation and an inspirational piece. And this one is from what is this guy named Tim Tebow, and it really is a well, if you listen to it, it really is a nice thing. And it says, living a life of significance. And it's only 5 minutes, so don't y'all be whining out there. I got one called Be Kind, but that's 11 minutes. We don't want to go that far. Of course, in the power of words, that's 15 minutes, so we don't want to go that far. So this morning, you're going to get your short version from, okay? But live a life of significance. And, oh, can we do it now? Okay, so here we go. It's only 5 minutes, but you may get something out of this that you hadn't thought about. We'll be back. My own pride
and
pride.
arrogance, because I would look out and I would see thousands of jerseys with my number on it. I would look out and I would see Bible verses that they were wearing because I wore them. And so for a second you thought, dang, I'm something. They're here for me. This is pretty cool. I must be somebody. There's a picture that I stumbled across, and it's one of Time's 100 most influential images of all time. And it's the picture of this young girl. She's on her way from her village to a feeding center not far away. And she's so malnourished and she's moving so slow that this vulture is waiting to attack. So the young man that took this picture, I think there was probably something in his heart that he wanted to do good. He wasn't sure. So he captured this picture and he just waited, and then the vulture got closer. So he kind of shooed the vulture off, and then he walked away, and the vulture would come right back. And he was told, because of some of the sicknesses in the areas, don't touch anybody, don't do anything. And so he didn't. He didn't. He did nothing. Because apparently the cost was too much. So he left. He went back. The New York Times published this photo in 1993. In 94, he won the Pulitzer Prize for this photo. 4 months after this, he chose to end his life. You see, every single one of us, we have a chance to be successful in life. And you know what? I hope you are. I really do. I hope you're successful. There's nothing wrong with being successful. But success is just about you. But significance is about other people. You see, that man that took that picture, he had success. That's one of the greatest honors a photographer could ever have. But obviously it wasn't enough. It wasn't enough. So what's going to be enough for you? You see, success is great. You can do a lot of things with it, but it's not going to be fulfilling. And you can never forget that sense of urgency, that it's not about your timeline, it's about their timeline. While you might have 30, 40, 50 years, they have days, minutes, moments. She had moments, but it wasn't worth it to go pick her up. It wasn't worth it to give her a hug. It wasn't worth it to tell her about the gospel. Yeah, I won a Pulitzer Prize, but what does it matter? What does it matter? It doesn't. And I think the greatest tragedy in life is we're going to look back one day and say, I was successful in things that don't matter. I want you to be successful. But more than anything, I want you to be significant. And when you live for Jesus and you love people, I believe you're going to have a life of significance.
A life of significance. You know, every time I hear this story, I wonder what happened to that child. I wonder what happened to that child. And so, and what do I learn from this? I learned that when you can do something, do something. When you can, do something. Because by the time you get back, the buzzer may have already attacked her. I wonder what happened to that child. That was 1993, or 30-something years ago, almost 30-something years ago. And it is that story saddens me in a way. But on the other hand, you know, what do? You when you go in harm's way. If the people tell you don't touch people because you may get disease. So we all in our lives we all have to make life-changing decisions, sometimes daily. But at least a few times in our life, we're going to have to make life-changing decisions in our life. All I can do is try to make the right decisions in my own life. But it's going to happen. What do you do? And nothing against Tim Tebow, but I got to tell you, talking about it afterwards, we have the perfect vision of hindsight. Sometimes it's kind of like policemen. Sometimes you have to make a decision right then and there what to do. And everybody's got 20/20 hindsight. What do you do right then? So I don't know. I love this one. It's just that it conflicts me, and we all have to make tough decisions in life. Wow, that's a really. And I wonder what happened to her. I wonder what happened to her. Anyway, 860-1440. Let me see what this is. Good morning. Who's this? Morning. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. With Mhm. 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 Oh, you don't go by rank of the VA. You just go by percentage. Right, but he still gets VA. Right, but I mean, he's getting at least 30. He's getting at least 30%. I'm pretty sure. Depending on what happens. Right, right, but you don't get. Yeah, yeah, but you don't get. VA doesn't give you ranking or percentage based on your rank, but your injury. Right, and that's fine. So was I. They retired me too, and they gave me 50%. But I just converted it all to VA. Only time you get a pension if you get 50 years in, and then you can get what's called complete receipt, which means you get both of them. But if you don't put the 20 years in, not that I know of anyway. Now they may do it now. Exactly. But that's the right, that's the retirement. But the VA benefits have nothing to do with your life. Right. Yeah. I hear you. Yeah. Mhm. Mhm. I understand. Yeah. Yeah. Mhm. I, think- I understand, but I will say this much: there's somebody out there that really needs you. I hear it. Hey, look at that. I got this break. We're back. 860-40. A lot of things to get to today. Getting back on to the, people still get a little bit upset about the city and county board. The mayor wants to separate them. And I did too, because it made sense to me to separate them. But it seems that the city doesn't really have an appellate process for its employees. And I'm kind of agreeing with the callers, with some of the people in the city. One man should not have that kind of power to lose your job. So one man, the mayor shouldn't be the last. He may be part of that process, but he shouldn't be the determining factor. So that should be a standing committee of HR committee on the city council, or have a HR committee that does not answer to the mayor, but answers to the city council. And so I think that now if they fix that, then that may be okay. But as we stand right now, there doesn't seem to be anything in the new ordinance that gives the employee a neutral ground to stand on in order to defend his position. So, Mayor, I got to take that back from you. I've actually taken it back. Good morning. Who's this? Morning. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. I wonder why I did. I wonder how come I knew when I give him a name. Mm. Wait a minute. So, okay, well, let me get you right. So, if anybody shoots anybody this weekend, or anybody robs a store there like that, then can we say that we didn't unify the whole country? Oh, okay, okay, okay. I'll bet you. Wait a minute. I'll bet you a two. I'll bet you a two-piece chicken. Wait. I'll bet you a two-piece chicken dinner that the whole weekend got some Democrat on that. Yeah. I didn't say you. Yeah. 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 Mm-hmm. Okay. Wait a minute. The Democrats don't believe in God. They don't believe in God. God don't believe in abortion. God don't believe in killing your children. Hey, I gotta go, man. We'll be back. Rolling. Yeah. Game of the week will be Catholic Tuesday. Media station.
From that Piper in Chicago, where Vice President Kamala Harris made it official. He touched on some hot-button issues, including the border.
As president, I will bring back the bipartisan border security bill that he killed, and I will sign it into law.
Harris said, I promise to be a president for all Americans. I'm at Piper in Chicago. Now with more CBS News, here's Deborah Rodriguez.
Our political contributor, Joe Payne, has sized up Harris' performance last night.
She was riding kind of the emotion and the energy of the crowd. She did it in a way that, frankly, we think about who the previous Democratic nominee was, Joe Biden. That would have been a very difficult speech for him to give.
Republican presidential nominee Donald Trump will be back in a battleground state in the Southwest today. CBS's Caitlin Huey Burns was in Glendale, Arizona. Tonight, Trump returns to Arizona for a rally and has announced he'll be joined by a special guest. In the state, independent presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr., who may suspend his campaign today, endorsed Trump. Kennedy removed his name from the ballot in Arizona last night. Tragedy times two for the family of a British tech magnate. Divers off the coast of Sicily brought up the body of Mike Lynch's 18-year-old daughter Hannah today. She, along with her father and 4 others, died when their super yacht sank Monday after it was hit by a tornado. Mike Lynch's wife Angela is among 15 survivors. The family has just issued a statement saying they are devastated and in shock. Ukraine's military is now using drones for long-range attacks on Russian territory, including a key airbase and a cargo ferry just yesterday. They're also using drones against Russian troops on the battlefield. CBS's Ian Lee visited a Ukrainian unit along the border.
On an average day, this squad conducts up to 5 search and destroy missions. Targeting Russian army, vehicles, and troops. The goal is straightforward. What's your mission today? Russian missiles. We always have a single mission, he says. Destroy the enemy. An enemy. They're not fighting on Russian soil.
A sleeping giant has woken up again in southwestern Iceland. A volcano there is erupting for the 6th time since December. The country's volcanologist, Ricky Pedersen.
The lava's not threatening any of the infrastructure at the moment, and it has been retreating in intensity.
S&P futures up 31. This is CBS News.
Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Looking for a career path with flexibility, great pay, and benefits? Go to progressive.com/careers and apply online today.
Usually, I'm doing it. So I need to be able to get things done from anywhere. That's why I partnered with Beacon. Their unique Beacon Pro-Plus app, you have the brands I depend on, like GAF. Go to my Facebook, look at your seconds. I rely on Beacon. I know it's not perfect, and neither do they. Now through September 15th, purchase GAF from Beacon Pro-Plus and earn up to $1,500. Go to BECM.com or download the Beacon Pro-Plus app today. Beacon, always built.
The best is British Council, only in Britain. Business seasons, the plain series of the words. Please broadcast to the world. Under the standard, all large and family is international all over the world. Showing the best of British Council in Britain. This is why I want to be accepted. What's for the council today? Shoppers have to be of age to enter one supermarket chain in the nation's capital. Six giant food stores within D.C. have banned minors from coming in without an adult after 6 p.m. They hope the move will help stop the unprecedented levels of theft the stores have been dealing with and expands on changes it announced in May. People can bring in any larger backpacks, totes, and decors. Locations have their policy allowing the backpacks to come from face to have an intact Stacey Lane, CBS News, Washington.
Got to get it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, we're back again. Hope everybody's hope everybody's doing well today. I'm doing well. Let's get the word of the day and the lessons of life. I'll get to that later on. Sometimes it's shows out that lessons of life are the things that we learn by living. Okay? And the word of the day is my attempt to, because I've been down south a while now, and even though you guys have been creative, in this language, you guys are taking whole sentences and turning them down and that's in the context of like 2 words. And you don't know what to say. Kind of the Jamaican almost down here. Yeah. Let me get a phone to you radio for everybody. Good morning, everybody. Morning. It is the it is the middleman in a dispute. It is in the arbitration. It's sort of like a compromise of sorts of two different parties. Right. But I don't have a problem with the city having its own and the county having its own. But the one thing is important, and I agree with you, there needs to be an arbitrator, regardless whether you got two persons in the department or one, they should, somebody has to go to the road. What you've done here is wrong. And mm, oh yeah, that's what it said then. Yeah. Mhm. And what really gets me is they talking about a democracy in peril when we got a woman running for president of the United States and didn't get one vote. Mm. Yeah, yeah, I hear you. Yeah, 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 absolutely. And it's an amazing thing that she was dogging that running for president was against him, but now since he got the call, he is the best thing since peanut butter and dip on white bread. Oh well, but politics are strange bedfellows. Hey, appreciate it. Let me see here now. Good morning on there. Yes, I think that's appropriate. That's what everybody says. Yeah. I don't think Donald ever said that. Okay. Okay. Mhm. Well, let me clarify something. I'm not trying to change anybody's mind. No, just my own. Just my own. I know. I'm telling you what's on my mind. I'm telling you what's on my mind. I'm not trying to change it. And one thing I know about the Democrats, they won't change. They won't change no matter what. Mm-hmm. Change if it makes sense. Mm-hmm. You believe in the party. You believe in a party that believes in it. Okay. Then why do you belong? Then why do you support people who don't really believe in God and believe in killing their children? Donald Trump don't believe in abortion and killing his kids. I I did. Well, let me ask you a question. Do you believe that a man? Do you believe that a man can be turned into a woman? Do you? Okay. As long as I can hear it, as long as I can hear it, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. All right, good. All right, man. All right. Well, get to it, brother. Okay. Let me hear that. All right, let me hear. All right. All right. Appreciate it. Let me hear it when you get that. 8:14 in the morning. Good morning. Who's this? Morning. Yes. I know where it came from. Although the right context is important here. Well, the right context is important. Well, first of all, I don't think. Yeah, I got you. But I don't think that. Yeah, I'm gonna let you get it, but wait a minute. Let's get context right. Let's break into our land. Okay, and break laws getting here. Sure, I know where they came from. Repu- Republican. Republican. Yeah. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not kill. Thou shalt not kill means you don't kill. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's even worse because you don't allow the human being that's being formed to be formed only. It is where it's killing. I'm totally against it. It is. It's murder. I don't want it to go to anybody. It's the wrong thing to do. But you're talking about law and morality. Legally, I think the state should have. He said, "Thou shalt not murder." That's why he says murder, not kill, not kill. And I think they misinterpreted a long time ago. That's murder. When you kill, right? That's murder. That's what it is. No. Okay. All right. All right. Good morning. Yes. Any president will do that. But any president will do that. Any president will do that. They sure will. I give you that. Well, I don't think you know what he believes. Mm. Okay. I was being hyperbole still. I was being hyperbole. Yeah, I was being hyperbole. Listen, I gotta go. I gotta go. Hey, appreciate it. I gotta go. We got 300 stuff. Gotta go. Let me see. Good morning. Yeah. That's what he said. Actually, I mean, it goes to the states. Should have to be the Constitution. No, not on that anyway. Yeah, yeah, of course there are. Yeah, I don't know. Mhm. Okay. Well, listen, I like one thing I love about America. Everybody's got an opinion. We don't have to agree, but we don't have to be disagreed. It's 8:24 in the morning, right here on News Radio 1440. What is it? Now you up there. My child was sitting in the Denver Broncos thing the other day. You know, I mean, come on, man. This guy up there. You already know him. This is a genius. He's like,
This is Linda, and when I worry about the national debt, I turn to safe haven assets like gold and silver. And that's why we partnered with the highest rated gold company, Goldco. They have earned over 5,000 five-star reviews from tens of thousands of happy customers who diversified their savings with gold and silver. Today, Goldco is offering you up to 8 years in free IRA fees plus 8% instant match in bonus silver with a qualified account. Call 855-815-GOLD for free IRA fees, bonus silver, free gold, and silver info kit. What are you waiting for? Safeguard your money with physical gold and silver before it's too late. That's what I did. Call 855-815-GOLD, 855-815-GOLD. That's 855-815-GOLD.
It's a fact. Guys hate going to the doctor. But when it comes to erectile dysfunction and low testosterone issues, men from all over Montgomery have been thrilled seeing the providers at Montgomery Men's Health. Men all the way up to 95 years old have jump-started their sex drive and energy levels. Lots of men suffer with ED for years, but now they're able to enjoy sex again. Tom from Montgomery said, Montgomery Men's Health has changed my life. I have been able to be intimate with my wife for the first time in 5 years. She thought this problem was because of her, but the pills never worked for me. I had given up until I went to the clinic and realized there were more options for erectile dysfunction. Now I'm happy and my wife is happy. A visit for only $99, and that includes all testing, including a PSA and testosterone test. Give the guys at the clinic a call at 334-440-3663. That's 334-440-3663. Or go to MontgomeryMen'sHealth.com.
Hey, y'all notice at the Capitol, all over here on that beautiful Alabama River, where we cook up fresh seafood for you. We got a fryer, a steamer, and a grill, so we can cook them any way you like it. But we also have an RV park down here. You can come down here and spend a little time with us. Let's talk about good times on the river this Sunday afternoon, 4 o'clock. Kent Duchesne's in town. Boy, you probably hadn't heard that name in a while, but Kent's back there. 4 o'clock showtime. Check it out, CapitolOysterBar.com, our Facebook page. Get out here Sunday, talk Monday, y'all.
My job, finances, everything's so crazy. I just want to feel in control. With Sam, I can.
Sam is Smart About Money, a free online resource from the nonprofit National Endowment for Financial Education. Get empowered. Reach your financial goals. Visit samican.org.
Stay up to date with the news any time of day, anywhere you are. Listening to News Radio 1440 on your Alexa. Just say, Alexa, play News Radio 1440.
And we are back. Good morning. Hope everybody's doing well this morning. HHO 1440, we was just Army training yesterday. Yeah, I went there. I went there a couple of weeks ago. And the guy was they were talking about taking prisoners of war, and this one kid was the prisoner of war on his knees with the hands behind back, and that guy came up shouting. I said, no, you can't do that, right? You just can't shoot people just because they're prisoners. No, you can't do that. Okay? I had to educate. Although the other sergeant called him, said, listen, you can't do that. I know we're just playing right now, but you can't shoot a prisoner with his hands behind his back on his knees. Okay, you just can't do that. Okay, so let's redo this one. Woo! HHO 1440 is the number here. You can text me 901-5022 if you want to. 201-902. Oh, before I go back to the phone, there is a problem in our insurance industry in America. Now, I don't know if this is, I got a friend who was hit by, now this person was paying $240 a month for insurance, not every 2 months, $240 a month insurance on their car, had a Dodge Challenger. And what happened was, is that correct? What happened was, anyway, they got hit. They got hit by an uninsured, a 17-year-old who didn't have any insurance on her car, although she's still living at home. No insurance on the car. So since January, and I want somebody to help me out with this, since January, the lawyers have been trying to figure out how to go after something. And they tow up this woman's car. They tow up the car. Okay, they tow up her car. They tow up, she hurt her, so she couldn't go back and forth to work. Okay, then she had to have an operation. Because well, her lawyers called him yesterday and told her that there's nothing they can do because there were no assets. Okay, all right, I sort of understand that, but here is the ripoff of insurance companies when it comes to poor folks and insurance. And I want everybody under the sound of my voice to grab your insurance and you make sure that you have uninsured motorists as part of your coverage. Because she didn't know anything about that. They didn't put 200 and something dollars a month for insurance, and she didn't have uninsured motorists. So what they did was, well, they didn't do anything. So the girl hit her car was hit, she's out of a job, out of a car, and now can't go to work and had to spend time in the hospital. There was now this girl lives at home with her parents, so she went to me. But so you know all these commercials on TV where they say only get what you need, only get what you need. I said you need to make sure. And I'm trying to find a lawyer to help them because this is crazy. Since January, and then yesterday they talked, well, ain't nothing we can do. Where's Alexander? This is why you have Alexander Sonaras in the world because they can find something. But you put you and not only did she hit the car, she left the scene and she was subsequently paid back. But you make sure that while you get all this cheap insurance, you make sure that you have uninsured motorists as part of your plan. If not, they hit your car and they don't have any insurance, you are up the creek. And so while they give these cheap prices, all that means that somebody hits your car, you take it to keep their money if you don't have it. Now, I'm just saying, we're not going to do that about this insurance. I mean, this woman has been devastated since January, and they tell them, they've been telling, they've been leading on, and now the website, we can find the money. Okay, well, this girl, who is 16, 17 years old, had no business driving on the road anyway, without insurance. But anyway, so you make sure. Everybody, you need to check your insurance and see if you have uninsured motorists. But if your insurance is extremely cheap, there's a reason why it's extremely cheap. Because when they somebody hits you with no insurance, you probably going to be out of the pocket. You might want to look at that. Okay? 864 is our number here. Good morning on there. Yes. They don't ask me a bunch of questions. Just get to the point. Get to the point. I don't care. It ain't important how I'm doing. You didn't waste your 45 seconds. Wait, you didn't waste your 45 seconds of your 3 minutes. Well, you got 2 minutes left, or whatever you're going to do with that's up to you. Yeah. Stop asking me how I'm doing and all that stuff. Get to the point, man. Good morning. Yes. Of course. I do it all the time. It was a disagreement. Who got killed? The only people got killed was the police. The service killed that woman, and there are other 2 people that killed who died out of heart attack. A couple of days later. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, when all of those people, wait a minute, when all those people are from different states in America, they live under different jurisdictions. I don't know if that's how that would work out, but okay, that's just the way it is. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. But what's the point? What's the point? Well, that's why we got the FDIC. Hey, whatever. Load my money is guaranteed. I don't care. Yeah. Well, if you're looking for a perfect world, we got the wrong one. Yeah, I'm just saying we live in an imperfect world. We live in an imperfect world, and there are always going to be people who do things wrong. You've done wrong. I've done wrong. I mean, everybody's done something wrong. Yeah, yeah. I hear you. I hear you. I appreciate it. I do. Good morning. 8:39. I'm telling you, yes. Why do you think I brought it up? Okay, then I'll let her call here and tell you that's what happened. Okay, and right now she's trying to get them. If you got one of those, if you got one of those Hellcat cars or whatever them kind of chargers are, they charge a lot of extra money to have one of those cars. And then to have one of those cars. That's what they had. One of those Hellcat cars. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. Yeah. Me too. Matter of fact, it has actually hurt people. There are some people now who can't really afford insurance again. Oh, so no, way you don't have no insurance. Yeah, yeah. That's cancer insurance. That's what they're telling you. You got to keep for a long time. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know because he's tougher than the people that's in there now. You ain't gonna put up with that crap. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I hear you, bro. Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. None of us understand. Appreciate. None of us understand their philosophy on leadership. Good morning. Good morning. Hmm. Right. Well, then, I'll find that out because that's what I asked them. I said, well, because I thought I know when I got mine through State Farm, I was asked, and told that's part of the deal. I said, okay. I mean, I didn't know what it was, but I'm sure glad I found out. But now, right. Okay. Okay. So in other words, you then there in her paperwork someplace, then they should have a copy of her signature or her initials or something declining that coverage. Mm-hmm. Yeah. It was one of them fast cars. I don't know if it was a Hellcat, but it was a Charger or Challenger or something like that. And no, they were driving that, but this person hit their car. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Right. No, well, the attorney canceled it yesterday. So, and you would think that that's one of the first things they would have checked to see whether or not she had uninsured motorist coverage before they even went forward with trying to find some money someplace else. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, Doug. Well, I'll ask them. All right. Appreciate it. I'll get them on the air and let them talk. Uh, Good morning on air. Mm-hmm. Nobody got charged with right. Nobody got charged with insurrection. Mm-hmm. Right. Uh, so no, I hear you. So if somebody's on the football field and they get killed, should everybody in the audience be charged? Well, well, if I'm a spectator, should I be charged because? Uh, mm, okay, that's what you say. Let's take a break, and we'll be back.
Forecast on News Radio 1440.
Sponsored by Lowe's. Shop Labor Day savings at Lowe's. Right now, buy one, get one free on select interior paint via Lowe's gift card rebate because Lowe's knows home improvement. Valid through 9/4 while supplies last. More terms and restrictions apply. See Lowe's.com/rebates for details.
Fair conditions to start off our Friday. Gives way to a warm afternoon under lots of sunshine. Highs will top out in the low 90s. Winds will be on the east around 5 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight, mostly clear. Lows will be around 70 degrees. Saturday and Sunday both feature sunshine with some clouds. Highs will be in the mid to low 90s with overnight lows around 70. We're tracking a major warm up, upper 90s for highs next week. And that's your first alert forecast. I'm WSFA meteorologist Nick Gunter on News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. Several accidents here in the Tri-County area, so please use caution. East Boulevard in front of Stivers Ford, 65 northbound on the ramp to West Fairview, Troy Highway at Virginia Loop, and the problem 85 northbound, that's cleared up. Traffic moving smoothly through that area once again. High school students get a jump start on your college career with dual enrollment at Trenton State. Trenton State, today's college for tomorrow's world. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
With just a couple of clicks on Amazon, your items come to your door in a day or two. With just a simple phrase to your Alexa smart speaker, your favorite talk shows come to your speaker in seconds. Alexa, play News Radio 1440.
Ian here with Just Blinds in Prattville, and we've got the blinds and we've got the shades. At Just Blinds, we've got roller shades, banded shades, honeycomb shades, woven shades, fabric shades, and solar shades. And while we've got all the latest and greatest in shades, don't forget Just Blinds in Prattville is also your trusted source for shutters, draperies, and of course, blinds. At Just Blinds, we're more than just blinds. Visit our showroom in Prattville or browse our online showroom by visiting gojustblinds.com.
Hey, y'all, Lewis at the Capital Oyster Bar over here on that beautiful Alabama River where we cook up fresh seafood for you. We got a fryer, a steamer, and a grill, so we can cook it any way you like it. But we also have an RV park down here. You can come down here and spend a little time with us. Let's talk about good times on the river this Sunday afternoon, 4 o'clock. Kent Duchesne's in town. Boy, you probably hadn't heard that name in a while, but Kent's back playing some Delta Blues for us. 4 o'clock showtime. Check it out, CapitalOysterBar.com, our Facebook page. Get down here Sunday, I'm hungry, y'all.
Hi, I'm Dr. Lonrick Falusi with today's Tips for Kids from the American Academy of Pediatrics. Did you know that tooth decay is an infection? Luckily, cavities are largely preventable. The bacteria that cause cavities pass from parents to children, so good oral health is a family affair. Take care of baby teeth as soon as they emerge by brushing them with a smear of toothpaste with fluoride. Talk with your pediatrician about your baby's oral health and take him to the dentist by age 1. For more, visit healthychildren.org.
Hey, is that a faucet running? Nope, that's not a faucet. That's a river rushing through the forest. It is? Yeah, forest rivers provide over 100 million people with clean water to drink. The water comes straight from the forest to us. In fact... What? I can't hear you because of the vacuum. That's not a vacuum. That's the trees in the forest cleaning up the air we breathe. How do trees clean the air? They soak up the dirty air on their leaves, branches, and trunks, which means clean air for us. Cool. I didn't know that. Yep. But the forest does more than give us clean air and water. It gives us shade for hot days, birds to listen to, and trees to climb. Wow, that's awesome. I didn't know how cool the forest could be. Hey, let's go explore some more.
Visit the forest today and enjoy all it does, just for you. To learn more about the forest and find one near you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Hey y'all, this is Aaron Tippett. Being in the music business, traveling, working late, doesn't do great things for my routine. But I found that staying active and making time to work out helps keep my energy where it needs to be to perform my best. No matter what you do or where you are, make time to stay in shape. You'll feel better and have the energy you need to accomplish your goals. This message brought to you by the U.S. Air Force.
Telling it like it really is.
That's the fact, Jack!
It's the Dan Bongino Show, weekdays from 11 to 2 on News Radio 1440.
And we are back. It is 8:51 in the morning. It's Friday. Well, they used to call it Friday, but now it's kind of like Friday or whatever it may be. Good morning. Fine, fine. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, I just asked the person. I said, "Did you turn it down?" She said, "She don't believe she turned it down." I said, "Well, then it has to be in there." But if she did turn it down, she would have had to sign something, initial something. Really? Right. But there's got to be some indication that you purposely turned it down. Yeah. Hmm. Well, that don't mean you ain't deserve one though. That don't mean you ain't deserve one. Okay, so let's not. Hmm. 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 Why couldn't the police arrest them? Hitting somebody in Montgomery, Alabama is a federal issue. Hmm. Yeah. But that's got nothing to do with them hitting her though. Right, but that's got nothing to do with them hitting her. That's got nothing to do with them hitting her. He's there because of the traffic accident. Right, 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 right. But a federal right, but the federal part of this has to do with immigration, not him hitting you. Right? Okay. So they ought to go to jail. Mm, mm. Right, right, right. Yeah, yeah. I got that part. Yeah. Well, again, though, so what you're telling me that, but if she turned it down, there has to be some notation where she turned it down, knowingly or unknowingly. You still have to have some signature or voice, whatever. You got to officially turn it down. Right, right, right. There ought to be some indicator, something, audio, written, video. Right. Okay. Right. That's yeah, yeah. Okay. And then and I want to do they really explain that to you when you go in there, or they want to say, well, some of these people just want to save money and keep your money and without paying you. Yeah. Right. Yeah. 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 I got the part. I got yeah. I got that part. I'm just yeah. Okay. Hey, listen, I got to take one more call for this hour is up. Good morning. So let me get this right. If you turn down uninsured motorists, there must be some indicator that you did that. Good morning. Yes. Hmm. 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 Hit somebody else. So we don't tow the car. We don't tow the car right then and there. I thought we, yeah, I thought we tow people. I appreciate it. And my time's up. Like you talking about this. I got to run, but y'all done tow the car. Yeah.
Let's read this solution. This CBS News every hour.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. Kamala Harris was main event on the final night of the Democratic National Convention in Chicago, where she accepted her party's nomination for president. Political contributor Joe Keane.
She reclaimed that freedom mantle. It was one of Joe Biden talked about the form of democracy. Kamala Harris was reclaimed it in a way that widens the circle of voters for Democrats to go for.
Robert F. Kennedy Jr. in Arizona today. It could be a sign the independent candidate for president is ready to endorse the former president. How much would it help? CBS's Jake Rose is one of the two campaign senior advisors. Told reporters at the Republican National Convention that in some states, RFK Jr. was taking from them, and in other states, he was taking from Harris. So if you look at a polling memo, this morning from the Harris campaign, they laid out that Kennedy's opposed would go to both Harris and Trump equally. Then Jared Rome on his house began speaking to central bankers and economists in Jacksonville, Wyoming. He's expected to show his hand on interest rates. CBS is Joe Intense.
We're going to be looking for more direction on how much people may actually cut rates when it comes to whether it's a quarter point or whether.
He has just said the time has come to cut them. Judge in Massachusetts has just declined to dismiss two charges, one murder, against Karen Reed. She's accused of ramming her SUV into her Boston police officer boyfriend and leaving him for dead. The first trial ended in this trial in July and jurors deadlocked. New one for late January. The high for today in San Antonio, Texas is 102. That's a little bit of a relief, if you can call it that, after the temperature there hit 108 this week. Odyssey meteorologist Craig Allen.
The afternoon will easily climb into the 90s and over 100 degrees again for many portions of the state. A heat advisory does cover most of the northern and central portions of Texas. It goes on up into Oklahoma.
The hottest spot in Texas this week has been Abilene. It got up to 113 on Wednesday. 6 giant supermarkets in Washington, D.C. are banning unaccompanied kids under 18 from entering stores in hopes of cutting down on the rising number of shoppers are weighing in.
I think it's a good thing because you can deter theft. I just think it's ridiculous and it's like discrimination to the kids where they're allowed to do whatever they need to do or whatever they want to do.
Now at 180, this is CBS News.
Think of O'Reilly Auto Parts for all your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
It's common knowledge that after age 30, our metabolism changes.
I'm Chuck Norris. I tried everything. Working with a team of health experts, we came up with Morning Kick.
Morning Kick has probiotics to help you lose weight, prebiotics for digestion, and powerful anti-aging supplements. Go to OneHealthProvisions.com. Use code SAVE or text SAVE to 511-511 and join 30% off. Save with 511-511.
Save us on audio with the FDA. Advertised by most people with disease. That's who you are.
It's cleaner and repeat, and the columns are just getting started. Find the best of British media, only on Britain. 13 seasons of main series in 3 months. It's time to pause the best chance of the world. From the respondent, Martin Coleman has been to the award in the world. Find the best of British media on Britain. We wish this could hire on the episode. Watch with the finish line today.
Things are toppled over. Down under. It was only 2.8, but it packed a punch.
It was a massive earthquake, and then about half a minute later, it rolled again.
This man was driving.
The whole crowd was walking around. I checked my mirrors over somebody was knocking it off.
Buffalo's filled from fills, plates out of the cupboards. Plus mortars got to Hadagashimi. The quake was close to the surface. The quake was felt 250 miles away. Parts of Sydney without power for at least 24 hours. Scott Mason for CBS News, Australia.
Here in the U.S., Jennifer Lopez dialing it back. She's asking the judge to restore her maiden name, Jennifer Lynn Lopez, after she filed for divorce from Ben Affleck this week, 2 years to the day after the couple got married in a lavish home in Savannah, Georgia. Rodriguez, CBS News.
There's a generic form of Viagra that works the same, but it's 95% people think you can get it on radio. Come here and get a free medical consultation with determine the easy medication that's best for you. The free supplement this way for 100% online process and a range of options, including generic alternatives to mammograms. Up to 95% not as person your face. So is treatment. Just go to women's.com/radio. Connect with your licensed medical provider online for free. With zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversation. To start your free online visit, you can go to this exclusive address, hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio for your free online visit. HIMS.com/RADIO.
On the battlefield, there's a saying America's military men and women live by. Never leave a fallen warrior behind. Off the battlefield, Wounded Warrior Project operates with the same goal. Wounded Warrior Project was created to help men and women return home to scars of war, whether those scars are physical or mental. Wounded Warrior Project. Never leave a fallen warrior behind. Learn more about what we do. Wounded Warrior Project.
While retinitis pigmentosa takes Mark's vision, his family gives him help, whether at the family business or one of his wife and sons. He knows he's not fighting alone. For 50 years, the Foundation of Fighting Blindness has funded research into treatments and cures for blinding retinal diseases, providing hope to people with vision loss. And for Mark, winning with 5 pounds being there for his family, the Foundation Fighting Blindness. Together, we're winning. People fighting blinding diseases at fightingblindness.org.
You can listen to News Radio 1440. Just Alexa, 1440. News.
Hey, we're back. Good morning. Hope everybody's doing okay today. I was late there. I had to pause for a call. But I'm back. Like we do. Oh, now the girl was thinking they good luck. 860-1440 is the number here. Again, we want Kevin Plan. I got a lot of people. We want Kevin Plan. And sorry, we were really worried about this. And I don't know why I'm not city council here, but not calling us, letting us know about this whole thing with the city and county personnel reconstruction methods that the mayor wants. Now, first of all, it still makes sense to me. It still makes sense to me to have their own, but not if the final authority is one man. I just find that to be, because politics in this city play a major role in things that get done. I think the one man doesn't mean it's like if I get in court martial and the person you appeal to is the guy that brought the charge to you. Oh man, let's arrest this. Get out of 15 and you point to the witnesses and charge you. What's going on? No. But if they can make a standing committee on the city council, here that they are the last officer of the last whatever we call it, arbiter of whether or not you need to job, you need to go to more than one person. There's too many rules, there's too many parts of employment and employment law to give one man that kind of power. I don't think it was Bobby White, whether it's Henry, whether it is Todd, or whether it's Mayor Reed. No, I think we need to take politics out of it. Okay? If we saw what happened with the guy who lost his job with the horses for the city, and then he turned around and I didn't even get his job back and got that thing back and got that. So again, we need a neutral place for a citizen to think of the school doing tattoo to talk to them. And I think that either hire an HR person or we don't do everything all the time. No. I'm just saying. So let's see what's happening. Anyway, 860-1440, let's see. Good morning. Well, again, the car was fine, right? And again, she was paying insurance on it every month. And she had insurance on it. She had insurance on the car. For $200 a month? No, I don't know anything about that, but I don't know. Well, it didn't make sense to me either. It didn't make sense to me either. Well, I don't know if it's a BS story or not. Now, I do know, I know, but you and I don't know the whole story either. Yeah. Well, we don't know the whole story. We don't know what the whole story is. Okay, I understand. Nothing to do with it, I'm looking at the insurance industry and whether or not they tell people to get uninsured motorists. That's the only thing I think of, because I do know they got all these nice TV commercials on TV about buy only what you need or what you want, or whatever it may be, and sometimes you may not know what you need. Good morning. Mm. Well, there's a manager that you have insurance. Mhm. But it is mandatory that you have insurance. Now, when you get into that, yeah, yeah, yeah. Mhm. Mhm. Right, right. Well, right. They got a database in Alabama with the same information. Well, sure, sure. Yeah. I thought they told your car if you ride around, if you're in an accident. I thought, yeah, yeah. Oh, well, okay. Mm, yeah. Well, I could have sworn years ago they said they was going to tow your car. Okay. All right. Appreciate it. Good morning. Yes. Hmm. I mean, you are paying them to take it. You're paying them to take it. I mean, that's what you're paying. Yeah. Yeah. On TV. That's right. 1-800 call me up. Yeah. 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 All right. I think. Good morning. Hey, hardly hear you. Yes. Mhm. Oh. Oh, okay. Good. Good. That's what they needed to do. I could have sworn the law. Okay, and I sworn that, why wouldn't the police person out of vehicle that didn't have any phone? Good morning. Morning. Mm-hmm. Well, the book is so hard to let that answer filter to you. And that's the reason you don't know your same thing all the time. The only real thing about the people who live in you, if you can't pay it, well, that's two things away before when you're like, so that's typical how that happens. Mm-hmm. Okay, but I thought uninsured motors was like having chicken without gravy. I mean, yeah, I mean, it's part of it. But, okay, okay, and I'm going to assume you have to indicate that you don't want to any kind of way. The audio or something. You know it. Okay, I got you. I got you. I didn't know you could do it. Let us. Wait. All right, then. I'm still trying to figure who came up with salad. I don't know who. You know, that was tomatoes. Although this is the only thing I live where you have tomato salad. No meat. And banana sandwich. I just don't do it. I mean, you have no meat on it, but how you gonna call that a sandwich? You know, there it is. That's a southern food. You know, nothing wrong with it. But now y'all do use one thing that I understand it, but I won't use it. I cannot stand mayonnaise. No. You got to be really good salad dressing. Mayonnaise, I don't know where that came from, whoever made it. And salad and here's what tastes better and it takes potato salad too. I don't know who came up with mayonnaise and mustard to go on potato salad. Who came up with that? You know? I even saw somebody make dressing one year and put pecans in it. I mean, why you gonna mess up dressing by putting pecans in it? Really? The South is a the South is a I will say one thing about the South that I really enjoy. And believe it or not, even though I argue with you guys most of the day, I enjoy the people. It is, I mean, because if they just don't like you, they'll just hate you. I mean, I'm in Indiana. You have to, we got exactly the opposite. They won't tell you that they'll talk to you like they like you. You down here, you don't pretty much know your state. That's what I like about Republican politics. They don't promise you nothing, and they keep their promise. The Democrats promise you everything, and they don't keep their promise. So listen, I'd rather know that nothing's coming, and that way I get it all together. Yeah, I know that whatever happens between me and the good Lord, and I have nothing to do with somebody's political party. I'm good. So the South is up. And, I mean, actually, 45 years ago, where I was living, yeah, it was reality. No, I'm not planning on that. Reality. I got stuck in Honolulu. Back, I was 6 months in Honolulu, 6 months in all the other places. I don't know. Anyway, 860-14 was the number here. So, my understanding then is what I understand from the caller this morning. If you get hit by somebody and they don't have insurance, it's up to the police to call it. Is it up to the police whether or not they fully call? Good morning. And yes. I mean, people was eating. People eat better. And okay. Okay, guys. Yeah. 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 Okay. No, I'm with you. I'm with you. Yeah. Yeah. I get it. Yeah. 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 All right. Okay. I appreciate it. But you know, it is. It is Alcohol Awareness Month. Did you know that 65 million Americans drink every day? Okay? Well, again, it's Alcohol Awareness Month. Now, this one is from South Korea. David called by alcohol use, alcohol misuse. 29% of all traffic fatalities. 59% of all, not some, 29% of all traffic fatalities are caused by alcohol. Impaired drivers. Leading alcohol use kills nearly 5,000 people a year. That's more than all illegal drugs combined. COSA, the Council on Substance Abuse, is bringing about awareness to reduce the pain and suffering caused by alcohol. So, if you or someone you know need help with alcohol abuse, there is help. COSA here. Give the Council of Substance Abuse a call today at 334-262-1629. That's 334-262-1629. Put off on the side of the road when you do it. Okay, 262-1629. Into that one more time. 334-262-1629. I'll go to COSA, NCABD.org. Be educated on the dangers of alcohol and alcohol abuse. Call COSA, 334-262-1629. Get help now. For a sober and a righteous future, it is never too late. Because remember that. If you know somebody that needs, if you know somebody that needs help, give them the number. Okay? Give them the number. 262-1629. All right, Marty, who's this? Yeah, no. Yeah, that's a good guy. Yeah, and people died. Yeah, yeah. That was this one. Yeah, that was this one. Okay, appreciate it. All right, it is 9:36 in the morning, and the lessons of life today are easy. You learn, not because somebody told you, not because you heard about it, but these are things we learn by living. Okay, if you have an age on you, then you probably already know this stuff. I'm not talking to you. Okay, but the lesson of life today is this: telling the truth sometimes can make you like the truth. Sometimes it can make you lose friends. And also, telling a lie can help you get friends. But ultimately, truth helps you keep your real. Okay? You just said you're not going to put that in the back of your mind. So on the back. Telling the truth sometimes can make you lose friends. Telling a lie can help you get friends. But ultimately, telling the truth helps you keep your real. Remember that. The word of the day is iota. I-O-T-A. Now, we've heard that. Not one iota of truth in what you say. So, have you always wondered what the word iota means? Well, I have. So, I looked it up the other day, and here's what it means. It is an infinitesimal, infinitesimal amount of something. The word iota is used synchronously with etymology. Anyway, it means small. It means or a jot. Okay, okay. It means it is so small that you may not even recognize what it is. So the word of the day is iota. Okay, an infinitely infinitesimal amount of something, or in other words, so insignificant that it's hardly worth noting. Okay, okay, what else happened on this day? Well, on this day in 1775, George III proclaimed all about that. Okay. Claim American colleges to be a state of open and avowed debate. So he was right about that. I'm glad he understood that. Good morning. Mhm. He was he was said that because of the condition of so many of those interviews. He questioned whether or not the leadership was actually leadership at all. Now anybody can write a book, but go ahead. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. No. Just a minute. So you're reading something that somebody wrote about him, not something that not something that we have an audio of that he actually said. Okay. Again, that's what he said. So we don't know if Trump said that. I hear you. Okay. I got you. Okay. Give me something that an audio piece to what Trump said. I believe it. But many people in this town have said I have said things that I did not say. And just because somebody writes a book and puts it in a book somehow makes it true, well, if that's the case, then Hitler's Mein Kampf must be correct also. I'm just saying, like the book, I don't care, but show me the audio, show me a transcript of the speech where he said these things, and I'm good. But because somebody wrote it in the book, there's so many lies being told about me and sitting like this sometimes it's almost common. Good morning. Well, let me hear the audio. Let me hear the audio. Okay. Well, I do know that the president. Well, I do know that the president of the United States is telling you that now. His kids go to school with black folks and see what they're doing. So why is it that Biden can be forgiven for his transgression, but we don't want to forgive him? And when it came to those issue with the Central Park Fire, well, Trump was going on with the DA when everybody had seen it within evidence. Then we find out that the DA and everybody lied. Yeah. Well, listen, I really believe, and I tell you the truth, to me, if I'm going to be intellectually honest, I really believe, I wish there was somebody else running. I really do, because I don't want, I don't want Trump. I think Trump's getting too old too, and I think Biden obviously too old. I like me some DeSantis, some Ron DeSantis and the Ronald Swami guy. I like those guys, but hey, yeah, well, good luck. The Democrats and Republicans are responsible for who gets on the ballot. They never have. Appreciate it. 9:43. Good morning. Yes. Yes. What about Biden? So what he said? Oh, Biden has changed his mind since those segregationist days. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And hyperbole. Hyperbole. That was hyperbole. I heard what he said. I saw what he said. Hyperbole. He said he just wanted one day to get rid of some of the people in that Washington state in Washington that were nothing but crooks and people who did wrong, and him too. Yeah, I gotta go. Come on, who's this? Then you go asking stupid questions again. You ask, give me your point. Give me your point. I'm finna go. I'm finna hang up. Give me your point. Give me your point. What's your point? Sure. Sure. And that's it. I don't need to listen to anyone entirely. They all say the same thing. Oh, no. Let me get this. All right. So let me get this right. So they talked about freedom and democracy with a woman who's one of the presidents having that one vote. And we talked about and freedom to choose your truth in the union of the world. So we got a woman running for president. We got a woman. We got. Well, let me ask you a question. Has okay, I'm looking at it. So has has Kamala Harris got one vote this year for being on the ballot for president of the United States? That's a democracy. That's every time I'm saying the people have freedom to choose her. Yeah. Hey, actually, I didn't hang up on you. Keep going. Let me take this break. You call me back, and we will finish our. Because I think you be the last one through the night. Okay, I don't. I did. Should have, but I did. Let's take one more. Good morning. My name. Let's take it out. We'll be back.
Let's listen to play 60 United Way from the NFL. Let me play at least 60 minutes ago. Get involved, go to unitedway.org/play 60. Who doesn't do it every time? Brought to you by United Way from the NFL. The internet is suggested but you don't have to do it yourself. Do it your favorite text.
Okay, it's 9:52 in the morning. If you got any other things to say, good morning. Who's this? Hello? Good. Well, yeah, just do like Democrats always do. Vote off. Yeah. Democrats get your vote on Wednesday. Yeah, that's it. That's what we're talking about. Appreciate it. Let me call it back one more time. Good morning. Yes. Mm-hmm. I'm with you. I'm totally with you. They all dropped out. She been there for 4 years. I don't know where she was in the lineup, but the guy in command wasn't in command. Not in command. That's true. That's true. I'll give you that. Okay. They may do. Hey, appreciate it. One at a time. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. Mm-hmm. Hey, Democrat. I like him. He a Democrat too. Hey, let me ask you something. Is there a congressional district in America that has, and black folks in America in that particular district that have benefited by being corralled in a district all by themselves? Is there an upper, yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Well, I'm part of the city, but I'm part of the city. But they work for me. They work for me. I watch your meetings all the time. Because I didn't know anything about that thing. Well, I don't have time to go to this site. I'm in radio, not you. I don't, like, yeah, I'm in the radio business. And it's the best way. Let me tell you, the radio is one of the, I didn't hear nothing about it. The radio is the best way. Think about it. The radio is the best way to communicate with citizens in any city. You don't have to be in your office. You don't have to watch TV. You can get it on your phone. You can get it if you're on the internet. The radio, if you really want to get a message out, you talk about it on the radio. I ain't trying to do that. Yeah, I'm trying to. All right. All right. Well, that'll bring the to me. Appreciate it. Good morning. Who's this? You good? Hmm. All right. Appreciate you. One more call. Good morning. And you got about a minute. I just want to let you know. Brenda who? I can't remember all this stuff. well, I do go home every day. Yeah. Well, young people don't have the wisdom I have. Man, I don't hate no one. Absolutely. That's not hate. That's disagreement. Hey, not around. That's disagreement. That's disagreement. I like what they stand for. Anyway, see you later. Bye.
1440. News Radio 1530 is WLWI and 95.1 HD3 FM of Montgomery, a Cumulus.
This is CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by Progressive Insurance.
I'm Cammie McCormick. Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell has signaled the Fed will begin to cut interest rates soon. In a speech in Jackson Hole, Wyoming,